morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello. Definitely sounds weird. Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello, what's going on? Oh, yeah. We are warming up here. Checking, too. I got you boys muted.
I don't hear him. I think I hear him, but...
Everybody do your mics. Check your mics, baby. Check your mics.
1, 2, 2, 2.
You are sounding good, Vic.
Check 1, 2.
Yep. You're in.
Can you hear this? Check 1, 2, 2, 2.
Of course, dude.
We can't hear shit on our end. Like this.
You can't hear anything over there, huh?
You can hear the music a little bit. Over there, something just bumped up a little bit.
All right, the boys are working it out.
Wait,
They
no,
will.
I hear too.
Hey, test 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. You guys diagnosing the problem? Oh, what happened to the music?
Hello, hello.
The love between the two of us was dying, and it got so bad I knew I had to leave. Halfway down that highway, when I turned around, I saw my little daughter running
We're all
after
set
me,
for a banger show.
crying.
I'll go to the.
Don't you want?
No, we're not there yet. We're not even ready for that.
yeah, that's probably his, and then that would be...
One of those is mine.
Yeah, they're both the same. Okay.
I have a USB adapter.
That. Yeah, that just stays with that thing. Sure, it's not over there. Didn't get thrown away. Do you guys hear stuff now in your headphones? You figured that out yet?
I mean, it's...
Not really.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
What do I hear? I hear me. Actually, I'm pretty loud now. Do you hear that?
It's very soft for me.
Just turn up the level, maybe. I don't know.
It's just...
Get blasted.
Oh, there you
boy.
go. Wait.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, there we
That did
go.
something.
All right, we are going to go live.
So we'll see if you hear me at all.
Oh, that's not even the right track. That's just plain hot pup. I mean, oh, there it is. Oh, boy. Good morning, everybody. It's we have many issues at the moment. We are live, and I'm gonna let the guys work it out while I introduce the show. I have not promoted the show, so I think I should do that right now. Maybe with an Instagram post. Instagram Live. Hey, everybody, we are live on my YouTube page for another episode of Office Hours. We've got the boys in the house and Wise Blood coming up, I think. Oh, boy. Okay. Good news is it's not quite as hot in here for some reason. Anyways, let's get into the show. There's a total mass confusion going on here. Let me just tweet that we are live. Twitter. It's funny story is, you know, I always say we don't think about or work on this show during the week. Well, on Friday, we actually met. Friday, we actually all met and did a lot of work on the show. We did a lot of brainstorming and problem solving, and we came up with a really elegant, I think, solution. We rewired things. We are working on a new system, and this morning we come in and we're 10 steps back. We are
Testing 1, 2. Am I in?
Yeah, I can hear you. I've always been able to hear you.
I'm in. Well, I had to put out some fires over here.
All right, baby. But you're a little hot, though. Let me be honest with you. Come on, give me a check.
You're hotter than me.
Well, but that's how it should be.
No, it should be equal.
No, I'm the host of the show. This is my show. I dominate.
Like half a notch down, but you want everyone to hear everyone equal. Everyone should be equal.
No, not really, Doug. I don't want to have this argument with you.
Yeah, everyone should be equal.
No, there should be a sense. There should be. Listen, I want to get into this. Can we table that conversation for the moment?
I don't need to be way low.
You sound great in my ears, and I think the audience is loving it.
Is your you see the laptop mixer? Is that going in?
Yeah. And it's hot. All right, let's talk. We got to talk. We've got lots to talk about. Let me just mute my notifications. We have a special guest, I think, coming in soon, maybe 9:30. Wow. I got blasted with that. Let's turn this goddamn the buzz off so maybe we can think for a second.
It's a stereo phasing thing that's not. Yeah. It's a mono phasing stereo.
It's a mono-phasing stereo issue.
Disaster. Remember this guy? Okay, heads up on the headphones.
So which one is?
Let's do this.
This is going to that tape in.
Stereo one again.
Right.
Is that not working for you?
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay.
I don't know if his is.
Well, Are you playing anything off your laptop, Doug?
I got What's the Buzz going? You hear it?
No. Nah. That's running right here. Anyways.
Testing one. Well, I hear my mic. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we just don't have the headphones.
You don't, but you don't have your laptop either.
No, sir.
This is going in. Do I have anything muted? Laptops are hot.
Where's yours going into this?
That's Vic. That's Vic.
For real?
Yeah. But that's not working either.
Where's yours?
It was working. It's here. It's here or here. No, it's here. It's here. It's here.
Prove it.
I'm proving it right now for you. We're going to get some... See? You can hear it. Yeah, it's working. So why did you work? This is supposed to be you? Stand by, folks. And you still haven't found that connector? Fuck. So can we do calls?
Oh yeah, I have my own USB thing.
Okay. So
it
it
just
did,
won't charge at the same time.
So you don't
Okay.
hear this at all, huh?
but how's the charge on the laptop?
It's at 90s.
Okay. All right, well, let's take a call while these bozos figure this out. No offense. Is there anybody on the line?
Yours is working.
No, make
Mine
no
is not.
sense. Is there a mute going on? No? Something just opened up.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, I didn't expect to get through.
No.
How are you?
I'm all right. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Chris. I'm from Melbourne.
Oh, good to
And
hear
it's
from my
very
Australia lovers.
Early in the morning.
Yeah. What time is it there?
Oh, it's 4:06 a.m.
Wow, what you doing up so early? I mean, I'm an early riser myself.
Well, it's bad habits, I suppose, to be honest with you.
Are you telling us you've been up all night? You didn't just wake up?
I would that it were.
You would that it were.
Well, how can I help you today? We have to get this show going somehow. My boys don't have their laptops working.
Yes, we do. Something on your end's not working.
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to ask you about Christmas. Do you like it? Because there's a lot of Christmas stuff.
Timely
material.
question.
I know. Because it just happened, so it made me think about it.
Well, now that I have kids, I'm back engaged with the holiday because they get a kick out of it and they get excited about it. So, in general, the answer would be yes.
Yeah, it's a very hard time of year, I find, personally.
Why do you find it so hard?
I know, because it's fucking hot there during Christmas.
I know you're trying to eat the roast dinner, and that makes you even hotter. What are you going to do?
Why don't you just have Christmas on your own time? Do it in July or whenever it makes sense, where it's nice and
Well, they got
seasonal.
the Christmas in July, which is what we should just be doing. Really.
I know. Okay, well,
Let's put you into here.
Huh?
at least we get Vic. Hey, I don't care really about how you feel about Christmas. I apologize. I got too much to worry about right now.
That's fine. Well, I hope you have a good show. I mean, I'm a huge fan.
I do, appreciate you as a listener, but I don't know if I can help you. You just got to get over the whole Christmas funk. Funkity dunk. Doug, do you have Wiseblood's tech information?
Yeah.
Maybe you'd be once you're done there. Can you just tell her to text you when she's here so you can let her in? Are you playing Rockin' Robin? What's going on?
I told you guys last time, that's insert. This is line in. Get it? You dig? Insert will cancel it out.
How am I to know?
I told you last week.
All right, we're back. 10 minutes of the show burned. Burned like fire.
Is anyone still watching?
I had
don't
it
know.
all set up last week, and then you guys rip everything out.
We
put it back
don't
in
have
wrong.
we don't have very many live audience. We have a few hundred people checking us out at the moment, but tell your friends we are live and we have our tech issues sorted out. Let me get an audio test from Doug's computer.
Stand by.
Okay, good. And now let's hear the Vickberg. Okay.
All right, it's working.
Round one. I want to get Vic in the shot, but you're not.
Oh, here, I can move over a little bit. Like this.
If you'd like, yeah. Anyways, can you, Doug? Can you text our friend? You know what you can do is just give her.
Just ask her if she's coming or what.
Well, just say she can. If no one answers, she can use the side door and give her that code.
Gotcha.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Ain't it just like the night to play tricks on you, trying to be so quiet? I gotta reroute my headphones. All right, let's take another call.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, how's it going? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Cameron, and I'm calling from Painted Post, New York.
Never heard of Painted Post, New York.
Yeah, it's not such a big city. It's in the southern tier region near. It's right on the border of Pennsylvania and New York.
Wow, that's up in that no man's land. No one ever thought.
You bet.
No one ever talks about upstate Pennsylvania, like right up at you look at the map. There's nothing. It's like a wilderness zone.
Absolutely.
Vic and I
Yeah.
drove through there on our way to the Democratic National Convention a couple summers ago.
Not much going on there.
No, it was beautiful.
Green. It was nice.
I'd say pastoral would be the key word there.
Well, you got the Poconos about 50 or so miles south of us. So there's some nice nature out here.
It's beautiful. Anyways, how can I help you today?
Yeah, so actually I have a question for you and Vic and Doug. I'm wondering about when you're doing stand-up comedy and you feel a bomb coming on, or you know, I really
where are my drops? Where are my fucking dump drops?
I don't
I
have.
was texting.
Okay, sorry. You were doing guest relations work at the moment. There's Vic.
There we go.
Did you fart?
Did you? You know, it'd be good as a sound of like.
Did you fart?
You know what I put on my request list for you guys is not a fart, but the sound of a loaf dropping into the toilet. You know, like a splash, a plop splash. Okay.
So when you hear this coming on, when you hear this,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
exactly.
wait, finish your question.
Well, I'm wondering, like, so when the audience really isn't into what you're doing,
It's rare, but yeah.
yeah, of course. But when that does happen, is there some kind of are you guys experienced enough so that you don't panic anymore? Is there like a second set of material that you go to, or has it come to the point where you've just decided to walk off the stage? I mean, I'm just curious from a public speaking perspective, how you internalize that experience.
I think there's. I'll go first, and I'll let Doug. And I don't think Vic deserves to speak on this because he's not really a public. He doesn't do a lot of public events.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't deserve to speak.
But listen, there's 2 or 3 different kinds of experiences when you're doing that kind of work. One is you're flying, you're in heaven, you've lost touch with reality, you are cruising, you are elevating on a higher plane, and it is quite lovely to be there. So high, and it's almost like a drug, and you get down to it. When you get down to it, it's almost like a drug. You can't get enough of it.
You
adrenaline.
can wake up to your higher self.
People love it. They drive it. They're fucking wetting their panties on it. And they can't get enough of your stuff. And you keep going and revving them up and taking them for a turn. And then there's the other version, which is,
You got me fucked up.
what am I doing? Why am I doing this? These people aren't connecting to me.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm out of the dream. And and I'm back down into reality on that hard, cold rock floor, the stage. The lights are burning. And they want you dead. They want to drink your blood.
What are you, nuts?
And you get the flop sweat. You get the cold drips coming off your chin. And you want to run, but you just got to get through. Come on, get me out of here. Every second is an hour. And then you say,
This has got to stop.
I got to get out. The worst set I ever did was opening up for my good friend, longtime friend, Amy Mann. I went on her Christmas tour few years ago, and I did my stand-up set. You all know it. I did my stand-up set. It was a while ago, and it was a disaster. Her audience was not in the mood for my garbage. You want up more? You want more sound?
No, we're good. I was just
Okay.
I got the level going.
But you get through it, man. You don't give up. You don't give up, man. You go keep
You going
playing.
into stand-up, man?
No. I do a fair bit of speaking for the type of work I do. So I'm just curious. I've been there when when I lost the audience, you know, and I know that
what are you
feeling
talking
a
to
little
him
bit.
about?
or I'll stab your tit
Just, you know, the work stuff, updating them on work stuff. So
What
just,
kind of
you know,
work?
most. Sorry.
What kind of work?
I do research. I do R&D for a glass manufacturing company.
Ah. Seeing what other seeing what other fucking glass makers are doing out there? Do you do like covert spying stuff?
Well, you know, maybe not. I don't know.
I'm interested in this, Doug.
Yeah,
Why does everything have to be showbiz and art and entertainment? Why can't people just? How would you? You know what? I asked Doug as a challenge. I asked Doug to live for a week without glass. Go ahead. He can't do it.
Look, I'm starting right now. Paper cups, no problem.
Well, take off your shades, Brave.
Hey,
Take off your shades, Brave.
Are you near Corning?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
right.
the glass capital of the world, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
See,
yeah.
I know all about glass, Tim.
I know, but you treat it like with your snooze and your crickets and
Dude,
your Z's.
That's my signature drop, and Vic did the crickets. That's
did?
my signature drop.
Sorry, man.
Now we're starting.
rid of
This
it.
is
So
why
don't be blaming crickets on me.
I'll get a different.
the
cricket
Holy
sound.
Trinity can have its
pitch of it.
unholy moments as we work through a lot of the aggression, the passive aggressiveness between Vic and Doug, which I'm gonna fuel. I'm gonna foster
No,
that.
Tim, you're doing it. I don't really care, but when you say that, you know, it's me doing the crickets, it wasn't.
Copy that.
It's a good boy who cried wolf situation.
Okay. All right. Well, Doug, do you have a perspective on this question that our gentleman here in Corning, New York, or whatever, fucking Painted Post, New York? Goddamn Painted Post, New York.
It's like that's the most exciting thing that happened there. Somebody painted a post. That must have been a real boring spot back in the day.
Yeah. Actually,
you know what? It applies to a good friend of mine who's an artist, and he was not real. He was a sculptor for a while, but then when he moved to Ohio, he painted Post New York. He was living in New York. You understand? He was living in Soho, Doug.
Yeah.
And then he was a sculptor. He was a very successful sculptor, matter of fact.
Soho?
And so he moved to he moved to Ohio, and he painted Post New York. That was sort of like after he lived in New York. He
Painted post New York.
No, you're not listening.
He sculpted painted post.
He painted Post New York after he lived in New York.
All right, you got me in that one. Okay, let me answer the question.
I'm
Basically,
entertaining this guy at the very least.
I think I would probably the same thing as Tim. The highest highs and the lowest lows. When you,
All right, thanks for adding to the conversation.
you know, it's the
All the best.
lowest lows.
Let's take another call. Thank you from Painted Post, New York. Let's say his name was Gregory. Who knows? I'm not keeping track.
Wise Blood is heading over now.
Copy that. Who is the next call? And
Hello?
What do they have to say? Yes, sir. Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tim? I'm calling from the Gold Coast, Australia.
I love my Aussies. Should I do an Office Hours live tour in Australia with Vic, with Doug, with Aristotle?
That's happening.
And we
Has
come
to
down there
happen.
and just do the fests. We do clubs. We do theaters. We'll be down there a month. Because this is our biggest. I mean, Painted Post New York aside, you have to look at Australia, New Zealand, these areas as the number one Office Hours listenership.
Yes.
I think it's
Shout
because
out
of
to all the Australians listening to right now. All four of you.
a knife.
That's not a knife.
Okay. How can I help you today? How can I help you today?
That's a knife.
Get that off. Okay. Have some respect. What is the question of the day?
I was wondering, the Oscars got announced today, all the nominees.
Oh yeah, I briefly
I
took a look.
I actually want to know if you liked any of the movies that are nominated this year.
If somebody give me the you read them and I'll tell you 3 categories. Haven't seen it, didn't like it, loved
I'll
it.
look it up here.
That's the game we'll play, and Doug
Hollywood
and Vic can
Reporter.
play as well, and you can play as well. Sir.
I think I think Black Panther got nominated.
Well, listen, let's not play the thinking game. Okay, this isn't. There are solid answers.
Okay, best picture.
There we go. Doug is hosting this. Vic, some awards music while we go through this. I mean, come on, wake up, kid. Let's do some radio production here.
Best picture, Black Klansman.
Black cluck 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 cluck. Really? That got nominated for best picture, huh?
Sure thing. Black Panther.
All right.
Number 2.
Excuse me. What I would like to do is go through these one at a time.
Yeah.
And I will comment on each one, and you'll get to know the real scoop about what I think. This is not On Cinema Tim. This is Tim Heidecker, the man born February 3rd, 1976, in the town of Allentown, Pennsylvania, at the Sacred Heart Hospital at 6:23 in the morning, with the biggest dong they ever seen.
How much did you weigh?
200 pounds. Live recording of my birth. This is my opinions, only my opinions. You're welcome to chime in. We can have a healthy debate about this.
Let's get into it.
Black cluck 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 Klansman. I saw it on a plane. I saw it
I actually
on
like
a plane. And I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't think it was fucking great.
You got to add a couple stars when you're on a plane because things are
exactly
heightened up there.
I believe that I had some issues with it. It felt a little weird that
Jurassic Park.
There's sort of a conceit they make that felt phony to me, even though I understand it to be a true story. That this guy kind of randomly calls a KKK number to join the KKK, but he's this black guy, and he accepts, but then they get the white guy to go in his place. You understand? So but then the black guy's always doing the phone calls, and it's like, well, you got to change your voice. It seemed like they could have just had the white guy.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
do the phone call. Yeah.
It's a little like, it's a thin premise to launch a movie off of, but I guess it's a true story, but maybe they accentuated certain elements. I don't.
Spoiler
Yeah,
alert. DJ Doug Pound is dude.
All right. Now the next movie is Doug.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
And we are going alphabetical.
I saw the first 20 minutes of Black Panther, and then on a plane, I lost interest and could not follow what was going on. There's lots of superheroes. There's undiscovered lands. There's secrets. There's jewels to be discovered, and a heist of some kind. And then I zonked and I said, no.
I saw some clips of it. My wife was watching it the other day. It did not hit me. It felt very green, like too green screeny to me.
You're a racist.
I know. I am. No, I felt they could have gone outside, like instead of being in the studio filming.
I understand. I know you sound uncomfortable sharing your opinion here.
I
Vic.
am. I know they're gonna clip this later, and then.
Vic Berger is a fraud. Part 3 launches.
He does not like
Okay.
Black Panther.
And all right, Doug, continue on.
So he's saying it was bad.
So, if you're keeping score, Black Klansman watched and did not turn off in the middle. Finished, enjoyed.
Finished.
Black Panther, unfinished.
Okay, coming in at number 3, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bahamian. The Bahamian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
The Bohemian Rhapsody. Here's my score. I watched. Sucks. Mostly.
Yeah.
I love Queen. I felt like Rami Malek was wearing Dracula teeth, and he was like trying to wax teeth that he was trying to keep in the whole time. He was trying to do this, he kept squeezing his lips together to kind of hold him in. Of course, the music's great. It was,
You suck.
I kind of zonked I'll give you an honest thing. I zonked during a critical moment of the movie when they kind of got back together again after being apart. So I was interested to see. Oh, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Please take a seat. Great to see you again. Our guest has arrived. Can you hear her? Are you familiar with our show and what a shit show it is?
Oh, she needs headphones.
Oh yeah.
There are headphones around. There are other headphones around. There are. There's another. This pile of mud here. This is the way we treat our headphones. Assist the lady.
Yeah, I don't know where it plugs in though. Where's it?
Over here.
Oh.
Here. All right. We are, if you don't mind speaking into the mic just a little.
Is it up or down in the level of the headset?
The level.
That sounds actually good.
That sounds loud. This sounds perfect.
Yeah. Well, their drops are very loud in the night.
Snoring was loud, sorry.
You will not get the pleasure of seeing Natalie. Or can I say that? Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Say hi to the friends here, the webcam over here.
Hi,
if we can make sure that. Yeah, there she is. She's sitting over there.
Hey.
And we'll introduce you in a minute. If you don't mind. Well, this is Wise Blood.
That's right.
This
Thank you.
is an artist, musician.
Bump her mic up a little bit.
I'm working on that.
Check.
But she's soft spoken. I think it works. But they're getting a lot of room noise now. I think it's fine.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't be more comfortable. Can I get you anything to drink, Aristotle? Can you offer her a drink?
I'm great.
Please.
I got my drink.
Got a green drink.
You can't go down any lower on that. Shh. Okay.
Can't stoop any lower than that.
No, we are.
You make a good
We're
point.
just going through the best Oscar nominations, and I'm giving my honest reviews, which are generally whether I've seen them or finished
really
them.
good.
So let's just wrap that up quickly, Doug.
Yeah, Tim, you got to get through these quicker. Okay, number 4, The Favorite.
I loved it. Finished it. Saw it in the theater. Natalie, did you see The Favorite?
I didn't see The Favorite.
Okay.
But I heard it was great.
Yeah, well, that's all you need to know.
You know what? If you want to win a movie, just call your movie The Favorite.
The best.
Or call it The Best Movie.
That's why we called it Awesome Show. Can't argue with it. Even the bad reviews had positive things to say about it.
Okay, coming in after that, The Green Book.
Didn't see it. Can't comment. Heard it's wildly inaccurate and racist and all that kind of stuff.
Wait, is that the one about the car prices?
That's Blue Book.
Oh. I'm trying to get laughs any way I can here sometimes, you know?
Green Book is about
Roma, number
Irish author.
7.
Roma, best movie of the year
Number
by
6.
far. One of my favorite movies of the past several years.
I'm going to say Favorite is better than Roma, the ones I've seen.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
did you
Have
see
you seen?
Roma?
No.
I haven't seen Roma.
I know Vic hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen that.
He's too busy watching Beach Boys videos on YouTube.
Interviews from
And I'm not talking about the good stuff. I'm talking about,
Boys on the Beach.
1988
Yeah,
Beach Boys.
right.
Okay, 2 more left. A Star is Born.
Didn't see it, but my note on Stars Born is, it's so good I don't have to see it. Natalie?
That's how I feel. I didn't see it.
There's no reason to see it, because either you're going to feel that feeling of, well, I didn't like it, but everyone else loves this, so I must be fucked up. So I just avoid getting down into that muck.
I don't go to the music movies because they're wildly unrealistic. It's
Yeah.
hard to watch as a musician.
Watching the Brian Wilson one though, speaking of Beach Boys, I do because I'm so obsessed with the Beach Boys. I didn't even care. I was just happy to see him.
Yeah, I thought that was they did a pretty good job.
They did
on
it.
that
Yeah,
one.
they kind of, rode that line, found that line of, making the cultist happy and the regular
Right.
folks. Like my in-laws saw it and liked it and everything. I don't know.
The Paul Dano, Brian
Yeah,
Wilson?
yeah, and Cusack, yeah.
But you didn't like the Cusack one, though?
You don't like the Cusack
Natalie?
aspect?
No, I preferred the Paul Dano because Cusack doesn't look anything like Brian
No.
Wilson.
But is that a requirement for biopics to look like the person?
Did he screw
I
up his
guess
mouth
so.
a little bit and go like this or anything? Like,
I
did he do anything like that?
I should have done it. I'd be a really good Brian Wilson because, wow, man, when I heard Gershwin the first time and I heard the Drifters and Four Tops and Four Freshmen, and then I heard like Rubber Soul by the Beatles. And when I heard that, I was like, oh wow, wow, yeah, you could like make that kind of music and make an album like that, man.
Yeah.
But my brother Carl actually sang a lot of the songs, because he had a beautiful voice like an angel.
I think there was one time John Cusack ate the hamburger, and he did it just like Brian Wilson. I'll give him that.
I like cheeseburgers. I grew up in Southern California. It was like surfing and like all that kind of stuff.
And like girls and cars.
Yeah. My cousin Mike, he's on the road already doing his own Beach Boys and stuff. So it's it's hard to compete with that. All right. Is there any other movies to go over?
One more movie.
One more movie.
Vice.
Vice was a bit of a stinker for me.
Everyone's saying it's so bad, but they're the weirdest reviews. Somebody was like, "It's a great. The acting is incredible. The story is very fascinating, but it's a thumbs down." I'm like, what else do you want? Great acting, great story.
It's a kitchen sink problem. There's just too much going on. There's too much trying to tie too many knots together, trying to make it like it's almost like if you'd watch that Roger Stone JFK movie, not Roger Stone, Oliver Stone. Ollie Stone,
Have you guys seen, let me ask you this, have you seen the fire documentaries, either one?
Yes, of course. I saw the Hulu one.
I saw the Netflix one.
Okay, well.
Natalie?
Sorry, guys.
She's too busy being an artist.
I know. Do you want to log in for my Netflix? I can.
Yeah. Just watching
You saw it?
old movies.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the big interview. Let's get a drop for the big interview.
Hold on.
I feel good shit.
What are we gonna do? Here,
Good morning, tweeter.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Hold on.
A good interviewer lets the other person talk and doesn't talk about themselves. Correct.
Okay, well, let me start by telling you about how I met you and what my familiarity is with you. To go in direct contrast to the Vic Berger advice.
That's not my crickets. I've been trying to get her on my show for years.
Okay.
And you ask her once, and she comes right away.
Well,
Hey.
I took a shot in the dark.
I'm exaggerating.
You asked me day of.
I'm exaggerating. I asked you once.
I booked this in September of last year. This has been on the books. If you're not familiar with Wise Blood, spelling is WEYESBLOOD. That is the guest I have today. And good morning. This is Tim Heidecker. I'm hosting for Terry Gross. This is Fresh Air. But honestly, folks, it's not too fresh because I had a bean burrito last night. Sorry, I thought Doug would enjoy that, but he's already still steaming over.
The sample for that one?
No, I'm looking up. We should
play some of your music.
I was gonna play. Well, she has a new song that just dropped.
Yes,
Andromeda. Should I play a little bit of that?
Yes, with no drops over it. That's just so disrespectful.
You want me to put some farts over it, or?
I said I wouldn't do that. Is this the new one?
Wait, that's
It's a new one. Put like lasers over it.
Oh man, that is the voice. Some people have the voice. Some people don't.
Tim, you have the voice.
I don't like my voice. It's very hard. Thank you enough of that music. I'm tired of it.
Wait, can I ask you something about the music real quick?
Yeah.
So in the beginning here. The strings, they sound like it's a record player that's like
a Mellotron.
Shaking. How did you get that sound? That's cool.
Yeah, it's a synth and it's going through tape.
See, I knew something was up with that.
We had hooked up two tape reel-to-reels together, so they were all like playing and looping, and then we were like shaking the tape. So
I knew it. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
That's how we did check it out.
How dare you derail my interview with Wise Blood?
I thought you were leaving, and I was getting into some cool technicals.
I have to tell you something. My daughter is next door in the office next door because she was sick last night, and so she is hanging tight over there watching a movie on my iPad.
Vice?
Yeah, she's watching Vice. She's watching Green Book. Anyways, So I was just checking in on her because I'm the dad of the year. Natalie,
Tim.
tell me a little. Here's one of my interview techniques. I don't do any research. I don't know anything about you.
Good.
So I want to get to the root. Where are we coming from? Who are you? Where are you from? What's your birth and how'd you get into music?
Well, I'm from Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Do we know that about?
I don't know.
I'm Allentown.
I know you're Allentown.
Yeah, Doylestown, Allentown, Bethlehem over here.
Bethlehem.
I'm a Bethlehem boy.
Steel Mill.
Yes.
The
Steel
mills.
Meal.
Oh,
Meal.
Steel Meal.
You had the Steel Meal in Bethlehem.
The Steel Meal.
Steel cut oats.
Yeah. I love
That's
Bethlehem.
awesome. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
Last week you were trashing.
It is.
Someone said. Someone called in saying, what should I do in
I
Bethlehem?
didn't even
And Vic
answer
says
him.
nothing.
I was
don't
thought of
know.
that later. I was like, I should say something, but we did say the steel stacks. Have you been to the steel stacks?
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It's all levers and pulleys. It's like a mechanical factory.
It's like Gotham
walk
from
through
Batman
it and
or
everything. There's a new museum that you can walk.
Thank you. We got enough of
right
that.
up there.
Allentown.
So Allentown, Doylestown. Where is Doylestown?
Doylestown.
Doylestown. That's very close to Allentown,
Yeah,
right?
Downtown. It is kind of close to Allentown. It's Bucks County.
Bucks County.
Bucks
It's closer
County.
to Philly.
Closer to Philly.
Okay.
It's the last train stop on the R5 line.
Yes.
Yes, the R5.
I thought that would be Lansdale.
No, this is after Lansdale, deeper in the boonies.
I got it.
Than Lansdale.
All right. So you got into, you've been singing your whole life?
Singing. My father's a musician.
Is he a successful musician?
No, he was a
Oh.
failed musician, but he was a new wave musician.
Oh.
And he had a record out on Electrosylum. And then,
What's it called?
It's called Sumner.
Is it on
How do you spell it?
streaming?
It's Sumner.
Like Sumner Redstone.
Wait, isn't Sumner the guy from New Order?
No, that I think that Sting's last name is Sumner.
Sumner, Gordy Sumner.
Goldie Sumner.
Gordy.
Wait, what's the guy from New Order's name?
All new
Sumner.
Goldie.
What is it?
Sumter.
All right, who cares?
So
Let's
Sumner,
calm down about
Run,
this.
Cindy, Run. That's a song. That could be on YouTube.
Run, Cindy, Run.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Cool. So you grew up in a musical family, a little bit like the Lemon Twigs.
A bit, yeah,
Yeah.
except my dad wasn't, trying to be Brian Wilson.
Right.
Paul McCartney.
Understood. That's a dig at the Lemon Twigs dad. I get it. No.
No. I love Ronnie. Ronnie's
yeah.
the OG.
Cool. Well, we love the Lemon Twigs
Is this
here in
it?
Office
Yeah,
Hours.
yeah.
Oh, cool. Listen, this is your dad's music.
It's my dad.
Ooh,
Oh man, that's cool.
it's cool. Fucking Sumner getting some internet radio play after all these
Oh, his
years.
first name is Sumner.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
This was Sumner
so
This is Sumner Redstone's band. He's the president of Viacom.
really?
Sumner Redstone. Anyways, all right, that's beautiful.
I want a
It's a
new
cool-
wave dad.
It's
So
a cool
you-
flavor. Yeah, I'm into the.
If his
music,
name is
yeah.
Sumner, did he have like a cool dad?
Well, no, his
artist
middle
dad?
name is Sumner. Sumner's an old name, and he changed it to his middle name, but that's like great-great-grandfather style Sumner marrying back in the day.
It's like somebody. It's like a name that one like Robbie Robertson would write about, maybe.
Yeah,
You know.
Fort Sumner.
I was thinking of
Sumner.
Bernard Sumner.
Ah,
Let's see. I wasn't too off.
All right.
Continue.
Thank you.
That's another
You're smart.
connection to the Lehigh Valley. The just walked into Nazareth. It's from the because he was playing a
You
Martin
Bethlehem
guitar.
boys with your Bible stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. Sorry,
The whole area is filled with Bible with like religious names. You know.
yeah, but then you can go to the Martin Guitar Factory. That's the one thing I wanted to mention. That's
Thank
the other good thing in
Bethlehem.
Yeah, it's in Nazareth.
Oh, in Nazareth.
But it's right
Yeah.
next to it.
Wow.
Walked in Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. No, that's not it, is it? Anyways.
Just walked in
So-
Nazareth.
Was feeling about half past dead.
Number one song in the world.
All right. So
Sounds
you
like
grew
hell.
up there as a normal childhood.
Yeah. A Christian childhood. Like
Okay.
my parents were into Jesus. There's a lot of Jesus.
Hmm.
Kind of like hippie Jesus.
Uh huh.
So-
Unitarian.
Wow.
Not
No.
Unitarian.
Cult.
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. Wow, heavy.
Praying in tongues.
You grew up singing. I, the Lord of sea and sky, I have heard my people cry. All who dwell in dark and My hand will say. You know that one?
No, I don't know that one.
I am Lord.
We had like, God is an awesome God, he reigns
From heaven above with wisdom, power, and love, our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. God is an awesome God. He's pretty. He's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Well, I know a million of them. I don't know that one. So what?
Yeah, well, let's hear some more. What's the other one?
I used to sing these on office hours. I'm trying to think of the ones I really like. That was Here I Am, Lord. Of course, you have Were You There When They Crucified My Lord? No, you don't know that one?
No, I guess I knew the more like 90s, like they're trying to do like the alt rock.
Do you know Lamb of God?
I like Here I Am.
I grew up
That's what I was
Lutheran.
singing, Doug.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust it up.
I was just singing it though.
I
We don't
know.
need to hear it again. I, the Lord.
But our God is an awesome God. I mean, that's the jam.
Well,
That's the jam. Yeah.
It's like a mantra. It
I
just
think
keeps
we-
repeating.
By the
We
way,
could,
somebody
like,
on the
in there.
board, someone on the board here, Natalie, just said she's regretting this. Is that the case? I would say no.
Is it my mom? No, I'm happy.
I bet because it's a fun time. People don't get it.
I like chaos.
Yeah. I don't think it's that chaotic. I think it's going pretty smooth.
Me and Vic
anyways.
had dueling Hell Nah drops.
That was pretty good.
Do you know who it's from?
That one was Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Do you know,
okay.
do you know this song, guys? Check this out. Sister Janet Mead.
Thy
That
will
is
be done on earth as it is in heaven. Guys on the board,
love
what
that song.
what did I sing? What are the church songs I sang? I've sang a lot of them. I had a guy call in and we'd sing them together. It was very weird. I love those songs. I really do. I am Lord. I'm harmonizing. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord. Is it if you lead me? I will.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay, that was beautiful.
That's a great fucking record, man.
What's that riff from? What's that?
That's Brian Wilson from when he was on the Theremin.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
craziest interview I've ever seen.
Great.
Wow.
It's the best.
It's a great fucking record, man.
It was all because of that Theremin.
Can I make a drop request? Is the great moment in "Give Me Shelter" where Keith and Mick are playing at Altamont and they're all hell's breaking loose and Keith goes, or Mick says, "Everybody cool out, everybody cool out." It's really nice.
You on that, Doug? You got that?
Well, you don't have to do it
Okay.
now, but just put it on your list.
All right.
Anyways, okay, back to the great interview, the big interview, the Office Hours interview with Wise Blood, new album coming out. Do we know? Is it out?
There is new music coming, but I can't say much more than that.
I understand. So this is not part of your promotional push for whatever's coming next.
No, I'm just coming out of the kindness of my own heart.
I thought what you just put out is just a single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. You're very tight-lipped. What label are you? What label are you on?
Sub Pop.
Big.
Heard of it? Subculture.
Heard of it?
They snatched you up when?
This was about last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And
no, it's 2019 now. This is 2017.
Doug, I need
great.
a stat. I need a stat. I need Wise Blood on Spotify. Give me the number of plays on her top song. I'll do it first. See if we can get there first. I want to talk about what's happening with this career here. It's massive. 6 million listens.
Wow.
That's massive.
Wow.
That's more listens than there are people on Earth.
Exactly.
She has a
Something
song
like that.
called "The End of Comedy," which could be.
That's a
Which we could
that's a
relate
song
to.
that I sing on by
Oh.
a band called Drug Dealer. But I mean, you know,
Okay.
still me.
Yeah.
Still my
Also,
voice.
suddenly that's a Drug Dealer song.
Yeah.
All right. So you got signed.
But 7 words, is that a Wise Blood
that's
original?
the Wise Blood OG.
Well, that's 4 million.
Did you move to Los Angeles and then you got signed, or did you get signed and then move to Los Angeles?
I moved to Los Angeles and then I got signed.
Really? So you came out here as a I don't want to say the word nobody, but I will.
Total nobody.
Total.
It's true.
And just to pursue your musical dreams?
Yeah, just to get back to the grind and be in the music capital of the world.
Did that?
It's all
What
happening.
changed? What changed for you by moving out here?
Everything started working out. I lived in New York before and nothing worked out. Nothing.
So you
worked
did
out.
that. You made a jump into like an entertainment zone
Yeah.
to pursue music.
Some music. Yeah.
And where do you even? Where do you? I could chart this for myself, but where do you start? What is that first move you make besides singing at home and making
yeah.
music with your dad? What is the? Is it like a Facebook page?
It's
you know what I
It's a
mean?
manager and a website. No, for me it was like just being really like psychopathically interested in proving myself or something, because it's really thankless and it takes many years of hard work and lots of really bad shows.
Yeah. So, but let me ask the question again, and I ask you to be more specific.
Okay.
You're under oath.
So exactly.
You are under
what
oath.
did I do?
And I ask that you not dance around this.
Okay.
What was the first move you made from a practical standpoint? A lot of people call into this show. There's a lot of listeners to this show that are aspiring comics, musicians, artists, actors. And they say, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? What was the first thing you did as a professional music? Someone that is on that path.
I did not mean to do that.
Do you even remember?
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta play some shows.
So you booked a show.
I booked some shows. What else did I do?
And you were just you and a
good
guitar.
question.
You and a
It was
guitar.
just me and a guitar when I was 15 years old.
Wow.
And,
In Doylestown.
In Philly.
In Philly.
I took the train with my guitar
Look
into
at
the
you.
big city to play some shows.
Where? Khyber, not the Khyber Pass.
Manhattan.
Some folk club
Some
kind of thing?
folky clubs, some
Yeah.
house shows. I played at the Cake Shop in New York and got kicked out because I was underage. I kind of spilled the beans on stage.
Guys, this is what you have to do. You spilled the beans. What do you mean? Literally?
I was opening up for the Dirty Projectors, and
Uh-huh.
my songs were barely written, and I was super nervous. And I was like, I'm only 17.
Oh, man. And they had it out for you.
They just kicked me right out after
Yeah.
I played. But I mean, stuff like that for sure. I mean, really, it takes just a persistence and dealing with failure over and over again and
There's
rejection.
no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities, and there's no problems.
All right, so let's. So then you feel like you've done it enough when you're in Philly that you say, listen, I have talent. People are talking. Are people giving you compliments and people saying this? You have talent.
Blowing smoke up my ass.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
there was a bit of that, I think, because I was so young. But I mean, it didn't matter. I think there plenty of people might think you're okay, but it just takes a long time to actually be at that level of really great. So
yeah.
I think that some people were cool and supportive, but I never had anybody hand me the golden ticket or
No.
the keys to the castle.
And you're not. Your daddy isn't the president of Sony Records.
No, I didn't get hooked up. My parents
No.
were not paying my rent, but I
Right.
will say that I think it helped that I was exposed to music at a very young age.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that.
Who are your greatest influences? Obviously, we hear in your voice a beautiful, folky, Joan Baez and Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell.
Joni's the greatest, right?
Joni's the greatest. My mom was obsessed with Joni Mitchell, so it's no mistake that I turned out the way I did. I also really love Harry Nilsson.
Of course.
And like a great, vocalist, Enya is really wonderful too in terms of just a very matriarchal, feminine energy.
What about, who's somebody I discovered recently that I absolutely love and is an interesting story is, and almost, now that I haven't thought about this, but if I should make a biopic, speaking of biopics, I could see maybe you being in the biopic.
No way.
Judy Sill.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Big compliment. Oh, beautiful, Doug. Yeah, Judy's great.
Judy Sill.
Incredible.
I'm going to play a Judy Sill song. Get this Enya out of my head.
He was a crossmaker.
That song is so cool. I've talked about that song so much on this show.
Her
But listen,
story
do you know
is
this?
crazy,
Do you know this, Vic?
Yeah. Oops, I was playing.
The best double track vocal you can ever do, I
It's
think,
perfect.
right? It's a perfect double track, Doug.
Yeah.
One time I trusted a stranger 'cause I heard
We're all gonna sing to this real.
song, and it was
Triple it. Triple it.
me, though there was something wrong when I turned.
He was
gone, blinding me. His song remains reminding me he's living in a heartbreaker. Yeah, Jesus was a cross maker, sweet sever angel.
Oh, it's so cool.
Please come down flying low for me. He wages war with the devil of his
Wait to hear when it kicks in. It's coming.
Yeah. He chases him out windows and
Wow, a lot of Jesus going on today, you know?
he keeps his door
Here it comes. Here comes the band.
open wide. Frightened in the lights of he's dented and a heartbreaker. Oh, Jesus was a cross maker.
Yeah.
Listen, stand by. Let's take a call because I feel like perhaps we've
Yeah.
lost the
This is my
entire
favorite one.
audience. Hello?
The donor.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
I'm here with Wise Blood, Doug, and Vic.
You are.
Yo.
We're having a great time.
What's your name?
My name is Will ZX.
What was
Dump
it?
'em.
What is it again?
What is it?
I can't
It's Will
hear
ZX.
you.
Will ZX?
Will ZX. Do you have a
Yes.
band camp?
That is that's kind of a solo project name.
Yeah.
What are your? Do you have a question for me or Natalie or anybody here?
I have a question for Wise, and then I have a follow-up question if I get to it to 10.
Okay, I'll take it.
So Mrs. or Mrs. Wise Blood, I saw you one of your first shows in Nashville. You played at a little tiny record store, and it was phenomenal. It was a small little close quarters.
Stop.
Personal
Have you played in
feel.
Nashville?
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this guy sound like a?
You're real.
Okay.
I'm not a troll.
You saw me play
I
the
was
small
wondering
record
about because you're friends with Ariel Pink.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like he's kind of going off the deep end, talking about how much he loves Alex Jones, talking about how he loves Trump.
Oh,
Oh, he's doing
What's
that?
gotten to him? What's up with
Is
that?
he really?
guy?
Scott, I mean, the truth is, Ariel has always been that way, and I mean, now I don't really know what the deal is with that. It's not really my place to say, you know.
No. How dare you come on here
And talk to me about
about
Ariel,
somebody
some
else's
guy.
opinions?
I mean, we can talk about my opinions.
Yeah. What is it your business?
Well, yeah, like what do I?
How is this your
Am I
business?
supposed to tell you some inside information? What do I know about it?
Listen, I don't know the guy at all, but if he's into aligning himself with that, sounds like he's nuts. But that's not for Natalie
Hey,
to
Tim,
comment
also,
on.
My follow-up question for you
Oh, here we
is
go.
what do you think about these Covington Catholic high school MAGA
Coven.
kids that fucking all of your little dumbass friends are talking about fucking killing and putting them in wood chippers and shit? Like, how the fuck is that even funny, dude? What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
What are you talking about?
Wow, wait, you're
I knew
from
this guy.
Nashville? Wait a
I
minute.
knew this guy was gonna turn.
Hey, dude, have you ever been to that bar Santa's, that karaoke bar?
I've been to there. Oh, he hung up. No, you don't hang up on him.
Did you hang up on him?
Because we'll talk about the rules for hanging up. But you're right. I don't want to get into it. I mean, Vic, you did some
That guy was
research.
a Trojan horse, wasn't he?
Yeah, I can tell you all about it.
But I don't really.
But we don't
Man,
need
was he
to.
gonna
But
flip
we
on
don't
me,
need
or
to.
It's
maybe
just
he thought I was on his side? That's kind
Yeah.
of spooky.
It's
He's
just
just- he's-
another.
yeah,
it's just another. It's just another flare up that's kind of meaningless. The whole thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't really.
Essentially, it's the atmosphere that Trump has thrown fuel on. I think that's what I see it as. And at least to me, a MAGA hat is a hate symbol.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I mean, it means kicking people out of the country because of their religion and everything. But I don't want to get too into it. But that's essentially what it is. And they've managed to shift the conversation and the narrative to be, oh, these poor MAGA kids, you know, that thing. And then now this morning you got Trump talking about it. So
Well, I think I think it was interesting that it came out and everyone does react very quickly to it because you want to kind of seemingly get on the record about it.
Right.
And the isolated video of just the kid staring down that guy was clearly a moving, kind of upsetting image because I think you do genuinely have a gut reaction to the way he was looking, and you kind of fill in a lot of the gaps and a lot of the blanks about that, about what he was, where he was coming from, with the context of the people around him. I will say, after I read more of the story and I found out about the black Israelites that were there and the shit that they were saying, I could see how it could have, conflated into something bigger, and there was more context given to it. That said, it was.
We have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
It was a shitty moment.
It was a shitty moment, and those kids are kids, and they're 16, whatever, and they're probably little fucking snots. They're probably little.
Snots.
Right. Nobody
but
the
I'm
black
not
Israelites are
calling-
not like making them do the tomahawk chops.
No,
those were there.
I know, but I just don't. I'm not calling for it, and I would discourage anybody from seeking retribution and violence against these kids. I've never called for that.
No, the dude calls up, and that's what he says, and then you have to defend it, and then you're associated with it. So it's like those dudes like that. I don't like. You don't play into their game, and then.
But I mean,
you know what I mean. Now it looks like you're accepting the premise.
The difference of the difference here. The difference here, and this is a big problem, I think, in a lot of areas in our life, is now we all walk around with high definition video and audio cameras, every single one of us.
Right.
And
That's
so,
a problem to me.
Vic, when we were in Cleveland, there was all kinds of in the town square, there's people yelling at each other, and there's all these fringe groups coming together and making insane proclamations, and I don't think there's really a big problem with that. I mean, I remember going to New York when I was a kid and seeing I think they were the black Israelites. There was some group of these guys in Times Square that were just saying on a shitty microphone with a little speaker, just saying the most insane, outlandish, yo, I'm gonna burn!
Into the bullhorn, right into our faces.
And it was just part of the texture.
It's just and that's what that same thing was. Same dudes, same thing. And they say things to get you upset and to engage you.
So to address that guy, if he's still listening, I'm not suggesting these kids should be hurt or physically hurt. I think I do get a sense from their behavior that they were kind of riled up by this sort of white identity, anti-indigenous, that was. But also, I don't know what I would have done when I was in 16. I mean, I went to that fucking march because I was in Catholic school.
Did you wear George Bush gear when you went?
I was into George Bush.
He's a nasty guy.
I was into George Bush when I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
When I was in 8th grade, I was my dad was conservative, he was a Republican, and I identified there in that little part of my right as puberty was coming to me, I identified with the kind of strong nationalistic identity for a very brief period of time. George Bush wasn't that. He was pretty mild these days.
Right.
Yeah. But I didn't have all the facts about what he was up to. But
believe me,
I understand that if you're a kid in Kentucky going to a private Catholic school, your worldview is very different than ours, and I don't know what to say. I can just say that nobody got hurt physically. There was no physical violence there. There didn't seem to be any laws being broken. And I hope that there can be some learning and healing and growth from the whole thing.
Right. It's a shitty situation.
Sorry, I can't align with every ideological concept that comes my way.
Yeah.
All right, next call.
Next call, please.
Hello. I knew that guy was trolling from.
Yeah.
I know. I think
I just smelled the troll.
I smelled it. He had that weird name, and he's Hello?
He never saw you perform.
Comes in as a Trojan horse.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, hello. I have 3 points to raise with you, and I haven't been listening today, so I don't know what you've been talking about, to be honest.
Oh, this isn't about me?
What?
Stay with us, Natalie.
The first.
Where are you calling from? Ireland?
London.
Is this David O'Reilly?
It sounds like David O'Reilly.
Sounds like David O'Reilly.
How can I help you?
man.
Yeah, I know him. He's my cousin.
What do you want? 3 points. Make them quickly.
I've got 3 points. I've been preparing them. The first point is that do you realize that there's already a major TV channel in the UK called Channel 5? And so if you try to like grow your 5, then it's going to cause some kind of trademark copyright issue.
Next point.
Political bullshit.
The next point is
Copyright.
I had
Give me a break. What do you think? There's Channel 5s all over the world? It's a number and a channel.
What are you nuts?
Go ahead.
It's just a thought.
I don't care. I don't care.
The other point is, you know the way you always hang up on the 4chan trolls? I thought it'd be really funny if you dedicated one show to like embracing them and like allowing them free reign to speak.
No way,
and, like,
dude.
hate them and like have a 4chan special.
Your point number 3.
I'm against the First Amendment. I don't think they deserve.
Vic is a fraud.
I am a fraud.
He's a joke. He's a mess.
I love my life.
Oh my God.
I like it all.
I love the I like it all. Third point, quickly.
Let's go.
Oh, you're not going to like it, but I have an idea to pitch to you. Esports are getting huge. I hate video games. You hate video games.
I don't
And
hate video
if you
games.
could like channel your hatred of video games into like a character, like a commentator for video games, and then you go around satirizing esports with the same time.
Whoa, he's on to something. He's on to something here.
What are esports?
And you make huge money from being an esports figure of fun.
And
even
you
though
you just play video games, and then you stream it, and then
No, you don't play video games. You go to the tournaments.
Oh,
I've got enough on my plate. I've got many ideas of my own.
Yeah.
You go to the tournaments and you troll everybody.
All right.
Why- what's up with all this trolling?
Why would you
Where's
want
the
to?
women
We don't do troll, okay? We don't do troll here.
Believe me, we get women callers, but we don't have. Stop it! Shut up! Hang him up! Hang up on him with his ideas and points.
Goodbye.
Be on the lookout for a female caller, please.
Yeah, you got that?
We have them all the time.
All the time.
It's all good.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's next?
Hi, this
Next
is
caller.
Mary.
Let's get to the next caller.
I have a question for Wise Blood. Big fan of yours.
Oh, really?
I want to know what's your standard tuning for your acoustic guitar? Is it just a standard tuning, or do you do open tunings?
I do a standard tuning.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm not a sir, but hi, Tim.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you at least transitioning?
Yes, I am. How did you figure that out?
I don't know. I just would like a diverse audience calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Matty and I'm from Britain.
Great Britain or just Britain? Do they take the great out?
Well, no, it's not great anymore.
No, it's not.
Not after all.
Make Britain great again. Now, why didn't that become a thing?
Did that become a thing?
No.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, I do have a point of conversation, but I also know last week you were doing river jokes. I wasn't able to call last week, but I have thought of a river joke since then, a British river joke.
All right.
Okay.
The floor is yours. Let's get a drum roll.
What river?
Hold on.
I can't hit that.
Okay.
What river?
Hold on. Now you can start.
I can't hit the drums. Only sound.
Okay. What's the question?
How do we?
What's the joke? Not the question. Stop.
Okay.
It's a drum roll that never ends.
Okay, can I tell the joke now?
Yes, sir. The floor is yours.
Okay, I just said I'm not, but okay. Oh, hey! What river 8-9?
What's River 8-9?
What river 8-9? The Thames.
The Thames.
That's not the only river in Britain.
7, 8. There's 7.
Yeah, the River Severn, which runs through Bristol.
There's a river called Severn?
Yeah, but it's not spelled like 7 the number. It's 7 with an R in it, but it runs
Severn?
through Bristol.
Oh, don't. Hey, Marty.
You guys need to learn how to speak English over there.
Hey,
Severn.
Marty, what you want to call this fucking river now? What you want to call this
I only
fucking
know
river?
about Mississippi,
Let's
Delaware.
call it 7 with an R.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that'll do. We already got 5.
I love your British accents. I mean, they're bad, but I love them.
They're not fucking bad. You don't like them. You fucking cunt. You listen to me, you cunt. I'll do the one that you like. That's right. I do it. I do it right. I go to the pub, I have a pint, and I do it right. I go down to the Severn River, and I fucking jump in the river.
I'll concede they are quite funny in certain contexts, like Elton John or Now Go Get the Mints or things.
Go get the mints.
I got a question. What?
Now go get him. It's a classic.
What river did the Hells Angels and the Avenues like to swim in?
Oh God.
Oh.
The River Baker or
Hades?
something.
The Ganges.
All right.
The Ganges. Thank you very much.
The Ganges.
Let's take another question. Let's take another caller. Hopefully a question for Natalie. She's come all this way. Without giving her exact address, how far did you have to travel today?
11 minutes.
That's great. You're in
It's a long way to go.
Silver Lake area.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? Do you have any shows coming up?
I do. I'm playing at the Masonic Lodge on April 4th.
Wow,
in,
that's
Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Oh, that's nice. What's just for your headlining show?
Headlining show.
Can I get on the guest list?
Sure, yeah. Nice. If you do some jokes.
Can I be a +1?
Can I just do jokes backstage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are VIP for life. Backstage.
I saw you. I performed with you at the Father John Misty Wildfire Relief Fund at the Ace Hotel end of last year, and I was watching you, and I'm like, "Damn it! This is a what? How am I supposed to follow this?" Because I was right after you.
You're just amazing. You're the greatest, man. Oh my gosh.
A beautiful singer, great stage presence. That you had the audience in the palm of your hands, and then I was like, "God damn it! Who is this?" You know, it didn't seem like somebody in my. I didn't know you. I didn't know who you were. I was like, she doesn't know who I am. It's going to be weird. But then she introduces me with, what an introduction. She says, you might know him from the hit TV show Decker.
Yes.
And I said, well.
The top TV show.
The top TV show.
TV show.
And I said, aha, this is a good person.
Yeah.
She gets it.
I like my roots, Philly roots.
Yes.
Tim and Eric roots.
But then we have another common thread. It is Jonathan Rado.
Yes.
And Jonathan Rado, you have been working with him.
I have.
This new song is with him.
That's with Rado.
Nice.
And he is a genius, isn't
Who
he?
came
He's
up
a
with
total
the
G.
with the synthesizer wiggle?
We kind of both did. We were trying to do Frippatronics. Robert Fripp, the guitarist from King Crimson,
Yes.
built this machine, two reel-to-reels feeding into each other, and we spent almost like 4 days trying to do it, and it ended up being our own thing. So we called it Radotronics. So
Cool.
It wasn't quite Frippatronics, but yeah, we both come from an experimental tape noise background.
He's a little wild man. He's a little
too.
guy.
He's a
his hair's
wild
all a
man.
mess, and he's always got touching stuff. And he's a little wizard.
Yeah, he's a
little
analog wizard.
Little wizard man. But I like him, and we have a lot of similar musical interests, and I think that's where we come together. And did he play on a lot of the record too?
He does play bass on Andromeda.
He's a great bass
Yeah,
player.
Yeah, yeah. But,
oh man, he thumps it.
He really thumps it. But no, I played a lot of the things.
Does he do
on
a pick? Or does he do his 1 and 2 finger and go?
I think I wrote a song.
Fingers.
I wrote a song. Oh, should I do this?
You wrote
I wrote
a song?
Can we hear it?
That I think you would kill if you sang it.
Okay.
Let me get the.
Tim, can I ask you a question, real quick?
Yeah.
Which river did Mr. Yuri's daughter swim in?
Mr. Yuri's?
Yeah.
All right, so it's
Missouri.
It's kind of like this.
Miss Yuri.
Missouri River?
Aristotle paid attention. He liked it. It's good. Tim.
This won't be perfectly in tune, but I'll
Tim
give
would've
you
liked
the
that if he
gist
was
of the
paying
song.
attention.
It goes.
Like now I'm making it about me. Like now.
I live in fear of everyone. I hope you understand. I don't count on us becoming friends. I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing.
Yeah.
I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing. Fear of death. Oh, this is really a depressing song. Fear of death. Oh. Fear of death. Fear of death is keeping me alive.
Yeah.
Fear of death is keeping me alive. The fear of death is keeping me alive.
Yeah. Woo! Woo! Fear of death.
I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing. I think I'm done growing.
Woo!
Wow. Can you wouldn't you kill that one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good message.
Fear of death is keeping me alive for sure.
So we'll record that together.
Yeah, no problem. With Rado,
Yes. He would kill that one.
you would kill it. Yeah.
It's got a Crosby, Stills, and Nash vibe to it. Doug will stay out of the picture on that one.
Yeah.
Get me in the
He'll
lab.
knock
I'll
me
do. I'll bring some
beats,
some textures to it.
What if we put it out under an assumed name,
Yeah.
like a fake band?
The Steel Meals.
The Steel Meals. The Steel Wheels. Steel Meals. My friend Greg, who I tour with, you guys know who I'm talking about. We do this bit backstage that is the Rolling Stones coming up with the title of the album Steel Wheels, and it's the best. I'll have to do it with him sometime. What do you think you should call the next record, you know? We could call it Back at It. What about Steel Train? Steel Train, yeah? What about Wheels? Just Wheels. No. Anyways, it's very funny.
It's exciting.
What is the next call?
Hey, hello.
I was around when Jesus Christ.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name? What and
How many girls like to get
I'm Brian.
put your girlfriend on. Jesus Christ, can we get a woman calling in?
Pleased to meet you.
The problem is we can't choose our callers. They're just like they're in a queue. Yes, what's your name?
Eric Rhyme.
Ah!
Oh, we have a protester.
Go ahead. Next call.
But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Timbo.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Nolan from Knoxville, Tennessee.
This is a one voice acapella
Oh, nice.
version
Nice to see you.
of the song Tim. Ain't It?
How you doing?
We're doing great.
My
How are
wife
you
is
doing?
here. My wife is here, and my daughter is here. Let me see. Oh, anyways, they seem to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your question, sir?
Let me ask you this.
That was the
Wedding
call.
planning advice.
Wedding planning advice.
Yeah, so I got engaged this past weekend.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
See but girls walk by dressed
So
in
here's
their
I get to be in charge of the music.
Hold on a minute. You gotta. I gotta hear that again. What is that drop?
I see but girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
That's Mick Jagger. When you strip it down, it sounds way different.
Yeah.
A lot
It just
of
sounds
effects on
different.
that voice.
Isolated
I
tracks.
see a line of cars and they're all painted black.
Okay. Next. So you what?
Next.
No. What is your question about wedding
All right, well-
planning? God damn it.
Here's what I was.
Also, get congratulations by the Traveling Wilburys. That's a good drop when someone says they got engaged.
Oh, I thought you said I'm mixing them. That's Blues Traveler. Sorry. I mixed them up there. Which one?
All right.
What a lazy line, by the way. I like coffee and I like tea.
I like coffee and I like tea. I love a bomba dear. This is a party speaking and I.
Oh my God.
What was the
Is that bare
Traveling
naked?
Wilburys though? What was it? Which one did you want?
Congratulations.
Wedding music?
Congratulations. All right, so now your question is what? What wedding music to play at your fucking wedding?
No. So here's my thing. I think I want to do a live music for the reception. A live band.
Yellow
as
River
opposed
Boys.
to a DJ.
Led Zeppelin cover band.
Yeah. Or the four top.
Wait, finish the question. So you want to get a live band and?
Yeah. And first of all, would you recommend live band over DJ? Because I know it's obviously more expensive. But second of all, if so, genre and etc.
I don't know, man.
I'll play your wedding, no problem.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Just get one of those bands that plays all the wedding songs, you know?
Get Adam Sandler
I
and
think you
his
should
band.
get a live band, DJ, whatever, you know. Like,
Yeah, get a live band.
Yeah, they play all the Motown hits. They can play some 80s music, some classic
Standards.
rock.
I think you could get like a small, 2 or 3 piece band to do the cocktail hour, or the two. If you're doing a cocktail hour, 2 hours of live music. It depends on your family too, but they might want to hear the B-52's Love Shack or something, like stuff.
You know
that's
what was kind of
for the
corny but was
actual
great at the wedding
ceremony.
I went to was like they had a bluegrass band.
Yeah.
And they
It's
can
fun.
play like hits, they can play like danceable music, but they do it in a different way. It's not just like putting on the record.
But if you get a live
this
wedding
is
band.
this is Tennessee, so maybe that will go over.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you should do
Yeah.
do some like country though, or bluegrass.
Get a big gospel
get a
choir.
big, yeah.
You should get like Lightning Bolt to play, you know?
Yeah.
Does,
it could like devolve.
Let's see if we can get a special guest. Okay. All right, yeah, some death metal would be good. All right.
Sounds
Next
good.
question. Next
Get Black
caller.
Dice to play.
Yeah.
Next cola.
Did we help him? I don't know if poor guy's looking for advice.
Just like the easiest.
What you got to do?
He's like, it costs more, but I'd like to have a live band. Okay, get a live band. What genre? Wedding music.
Wedding music. Led Zeppelin.
Cover band.
Yeah, get a band or get a DJ.
You know what'd be cool? You can hire bands that like do U2 or like they look like
That
U2.
they look like
That's
or
a
like
great
I have a friend
wedding
if you
band.
pick any popular band, if you look it up, there's a cover band in LA that will do
and
it.
they got the
Well, he's in
the sun-
Tennessee,
the
so-
U2 or the Bono sunglasses.
Oh,
and
they'll
everything.
travel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
just a U2 cover band
A
at your
U2
wedding.
cover band.
Kind of a bummer.
Just do U2. Okay, check
Edge.
out HollywoodU2.com if you're listening for the
You know, you could
greatest
also
U2
do-
tribute show. And they look like the band, and it's pretty cool.
Imagine a U2 cover band covering like Johnny B. Good and that kind of stuff.
in the style of U2.
Yeah.
Doppelgangers call.
It's kind of hilarious because they look like the band. Like the Edge guy wears a little black beanie.
Oh, there's a picture of the.
And there's two Bonos in this band for some reason.
Oh, there's two Bonos.
Oh wait, maybe he's
Because
with the
one
real
Bono
Bono.
runs out of steam trying to be the real Bono.
Did you see the picture of the front man Joe Heyer with Bono?
Of Hollywood U2?
Yeah, Hollywood U2 frontman with Bono. He
5
brought him up on
minutes.
stage. That's pretty cool.
All right.
That's cool.
Confuse the
Yeah, I'm
audience.
watching that now.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Fly him out. Fly Hollywood
There's a lot
U2
of
to
this
your
shit
wedding.
going on here. Let's take another call. I think I've run out of questions for you, Natalie. If something comes to mind, I will follow up with you in an email.
Hell no! Hell no!
I have a question for Natalie.
Okay, a question for Natalie from a fucking dude.
What up, dude?
Watch this.
What up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Get ready to
Hey.
drop this dork.
Oh, we have
Come on.
Hey, I'll be nice.
What you gonna say, buddy?
Oh, we have a
Oh
protester.
man, sniffing
So we
them
get
out.
we get these guys. You know about these guys that
Wait,
call in.
somebody said I was
No,
a
no,
pedophile?
no, no, no,
Who's
no.
a pedophile?
No,
No,
there's
no,
They're
just trying to derail the show.
Oh, I see.
They're obsessed with pedophiles. These guys, and they think about it all day.
I think they should look in the
It's
mirror.
like a
I know.
little. It's a sick
It's
game. They try to
projection.
they try to sneak in.
Damn, guys.
All right, next call.
Hell no! Oh, hell no!
Is it a-
Hell no!
Hello?
Yes,
Hi, this is Kit calling from Dallas, Texas.
Kit.
What's up?
Kitch.
Kit with the car.
Kit.
What are you, fucking Knight Rider now?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I just finished up a Subway sandwich. I was just curious, do you guys like Subway?
We have great American food.
I actually do have an affinity for Subway.
I do like Subway.
I don't like
actually.
what they spray on the bread. I
Yeah,
can
what
smell
do you-
that
what-
from a mile away.
Yeah, that's true.
You
My
guys
wife
get
and I
it.
were in Paris, and a few years ago, actually several years ago, 6 years ago, and we smelled that in the streets of Paris, and we're like, "What is that awful rank
It's a beautiful
smell?"
baguette.
And then we turned the corner, and there was a Subway sandwich
Yeah.
artist coming into work.
In France, do they just buy the bread and put it in their little bag and go on with their day?
This
a
like the sub sticking out of a little satchel.
I want
a little satchel with
I
a
want
Subway.
honey wheat, 12-inch honey wheat with a little fromage and jamon, ham and cheese, 12-inch
fromage.
A little hamburger.
hamburger,
Sub.
and a meatball sub, please. Meatball sub and a Coca-Cola with a chocolate chip cookie that is nice in there, hot and warm, and the sun chips. Yes, I would like. I'm a Frenchman who sounds like he could be from anywhere in Europe, but
Sounds like he's Dutch or
I know.
Swedish. or
Well, you know my generic European accent. You be the Natalie. You be the sandwich artist. You see?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, I'm a Frenchman who grew up in Belgium, you see, and I'm living in Paris, and so I'm going to this good day, and I'd like a sandwich place.
Oh, sure. No problem.
And let us see. I would like a 12-inch on the honey wheat bread.
Yeah.
And the turkey says the turkey was a turkey.
Le mayo.
And the mayo and the mozzarella. And fromage, Swiss fromage.
So now they're going to connect this with Jared Fogle, the Subway guy.
Oh, yeah, of
and
course.
So,
Oh no,
so
no,
cannot
no,
wait for
no.
that.
You guys, maybe we shouldn't talk about
Yeah, don't
Subway.
talk about. Yeah.
All right. I
They're-
prefer the
they're doing a good
train.
job.
I prefer the bus. I take the bus. I don't take the subway. All right. What do you
One more
got?
question for you, Tim.
No, you're done.
They got a veggie deluxe
Next
pretty
call.
good.
We gotta wrap the show up a little early today. What's the next call?
Early?
Sorry, I gotta take Vic to a meeting.
Big old meeting.
An AA meeting. What's the next call?
This is Jack.
Whoa.
Oh.
Just dump him. He's coming in hot.
Find me a lady. Find me a lady. Won't you find me one now? I also heard this other song yesterday that's pretty. I'm writing really depressing songs.
Yeah. 2019.
Fresh baked bread, piled with extra lean, juicy ham.
Extra lean, juicy ham. How can a ham be lean and juicy?
Pardon me. Would you have any grape balls?
Okay, thank you.
But of course.
Next call.
Introducing Subway's new turkey and ham Dijon.
I don't need this. I don't need the whole thing. Who's there?
Remember when Subway would cut that strip of bread off the top? It's like,
Yeah.
who taught them how to cut bread?
I was there when they transitioned. I learned it one way.
I worked at
and then-
Subway and
yeah.
I did the top.
What were they doing with all those triangle
The
pieces?
channel.
Wait,
They're
would you cut it in half,
reconstituting
or would
them.
You would take the top.
I
and
would
then-
do the channel.
what's the? I don't know the channel.
The original slice where it's like they don't
yeah.
they don't just do one cut.
Yeah,
they
you do
they
like
cut like a.
like a hot dog shape kind of thing, like a.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the channel for the meat.
They wouldn't
I
just
do-
they wouldn't just simply put it like every sandwich ever made.
I do love
They
the
would-
chocolate chip cookie there.
I used to like take the dough and knead it, and then make like stromboli and put the meatballs in it. and then
Jesus.
just it's not on the menu.
When you worked there?
Yeah, I worked there. a
I
long
worked there
time.
too
Yeah,
in high
yeah.
school.
Did you spray yourself
Did I spray myself
with the bread spray?
No. Oh, that stuff. No,
I don't
I
think
didn't.
there's
That
bread
wasn't
spray.
there.
There's bread
that's
spray.
water. That's just water. You go.
I thought it was antifungal, like
All right.
anti.
Give me another call.
I'll tell you one time.
I'm tired of this Subway talk.
It is asbestos-based spray.
Hello, who's there?
Oh, I got a story though.
Turkey ham and the great taste of Grey Poupon
we lost
mustard.
him.
Now for a limited time on your
Okay, one
choice
more.
of rolls.
One more call and then we're wrapping it up. Hello,
Last chance.
who's there?
Eric Warheim.
The place where fresh is
Come
the
on,
taste.
you gotta see that. What was that person? Did that person? What's that person's screen name? What is it?
Carly Lane.
Carly Lane. CARL. What is it? Vic, read that name.
Carly Lang. It's
How's
like
that spelled?
Lange.
Well, Carly with us.
Are these all like? These are all like.
They just make up an
They
account.
make it up.
Yeah.
All right, no more just real
Are these
names.
Facebook accounts or what are they?
No, they're Skype accounts.
Oh, so there's no way to see if they have like a lot of followers or reviews or
By
they
the
could
way,
just
this
be
is
anybody.
These guys are fans of a disgusting toxic.
No, we're not talking. We're not bringing up.
But
his
that's where
name.
they.
But
that's just, yeah. she's
do me a
wondering what's going on there.
favor. I need the Holy Trinity here behind me to problem solve this. What we can do is you can submit a question and then we call you back. That's what Doug does on his show. Or we can somehow screen them, but it's still going to happen. But last week we had nobody. So this week, whatever, they woke up. They took their...
Let's see.
Actually, we're getting rid of them quick. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Let's not dwell on it.
Look, it's Cat.
Who's there?
Start your own business.
Hello?
Pizza sub
You're coming in hot.
Hey, oh shit. Okay. You can hang up if you want if you can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. You're just coming in hot.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Matt calling from Philly.
You know what, Matt? You paused a bit on that name. Why'd you think about what your name was?
I'm calling from Philadelphia. My name's Matt.
So what? I'm asking you. I heard a pause in your voice. Did you ever see Wise Blood in Philly when she played there?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you
but I
did?
did. See Ariel, who was the crux of my question.
Okay, go ahead. I don't have an answer for that, but maybe you have one for her.
Yeah, what's it like working with Ariel?
Working with Ariel in a musical, non-political context, I would say was fun. He's very he's like a savant. Like when we were working together, I couldn't tell what he was doing. It was very erratic and strange, and ended up being way better than I thought it would be because he kind of sees the music before it's made. He like sees the whole thing, kind of like autistic style.
Well,
That was very interesting.
What was your? Did he produce your record, or what was your connection with him?
Ariel, no, he didn't produce my record.
No.
We made an EP together.
Oh.
We did a collaborative EP called Marrying Rosenberg, and we have a song called Tears of Fire.
Tears of Fire.
Tears of Fire.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ariel's very good with the melodies.
I'll
Very
play
good.
a touch of it.
That's a great melody. What about Our House is a very, very, very fine house?
Yeah.
It's a good melody. It's not that hard. All right, we are winding things down. This is a good song to go out on. I love. I'll sing with this. I love Subway sandwiches. They taste so good.
I'm just high, not a liar.
And they serve and they serve me well. They say, do you want it toasted? I say, no, I want it fresh.
Rest in peace, Rod.
I want the sour cream and onion, some chips.
Coffee and wash my hands in the dryer.
That's so. I hope you don't find this disrespectful.
No.
Okay, good.
It's all good.
Okay, good. I respect you as an artist, and you seem like a very nice person.
Thank you.
And so, we. I don't know, guys, what this show was. It's always an experiment, and you guys make me laugh. So, thank you for. I didn't talk about anything going on. Go get On Cinema Live tickets at timheidecker.com/events. We're playing all those towns, and I love you so much, everybody, and God bless you.
I'll be in Chicago.
Natalie, shut up for a second. Natalie, you're welcome on the show anytime. Maybe we'll do that. I would love to do that song with you with Rado, but he's so busy. Everyone's so busy.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Okay. Oh, he's out with the Lemon Twigs at the moment?
He's touring with the Twigs.
He must hate that because he doesn't like touring.
I think he's playing guitar, so he gets to have a real good time.
Okay, cool.
Showing off.
All right, well, I don't know what else to say. Can I get some theme music to get out of this show? Get me out of here?
Can I plug one thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
I'll be in Chicago March 11th at the Hideout. Come to my show.
What was that, March 11th?
3/11. The Hideout.
All right, kids. Thanks for calling. Thanks for being a part of the show. thank you again, Natalie Wiseblood. Check out her music everywhere. She's a true talent.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Donald Trump, for your sound bites.
China!
We appreciate you. And thank you to Subway, our official sponsor. And we'll see you next week with the Holy Trinity Returns. Everybody available next week?
Think so.
Doug, are you available next week?
Yes, sir.
There we are.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, all the best.
Country is in serious trouble. So listen to this. Listen. Okay, listen. I love my life. I employ thousands of people. Go and do it.